Oh, this is my third time doing this because this is honestly this could be like one of my worst takes, and I'm okay with that. But it's again, I've been thinking about what my videos are supposed to be, and I think they're just about the deeper part of hockey and the little things that happen in the sport that kind of are what give us our character and our foundation and the little things like that, right? So the Athletic writes an article about the Coyotes, and it gets praised, right? It gets praised, and there's just something ticking in me. There's just something ticking in me, right? There's something just ticking in me, and I don't pay for the Athletic. I'm not paying for opinion pieces. You know what I mean? Like the Athletic doesn't offer anything that you're not gonna find anywhere else. You know what I mean? And so again, this article is again perfect. That backs me up perfectly. Why? I mean, people might disagree with me, but they didn't add anything, and so that's what I cut and shit. I'm making this video because I'll give you a little backstep here. I commented on Shannon the hockey guy. I commented on his Twitter, right? And I got backlash from majority of people because I, long story short, said this article didn't need to be written. And then they and every Shannon and everybody else assumed that I was implying she like didn't have the right to write the article or something along those lines. I don't know. I was Everybody was taking it it's the internet, like the lack of nuance and the lack how do you can tell and blah blah blah. It's so hard to just figure it out what the other person's saying. Really, like it really is, unless you're face to face. I'm saying shit we already know. So anyways, this article, I'm kind of waiting for it to stew throughout the day, and nothing's happening. It's just the great article written by the Athletic. Nobody's jumping on it, right? Like nobody. Usually, when something comes out that's just a banger, like other people jump on it, and it's blah 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 and blah blah blah. Nobody's jumping on this. Nobody's biting. It's just an article that exists, and I'm like, so what the fuck? And all the it just came out that she was just found out that rich people were being shitty and rich people were being rich, and so that defended my position even more that this didn't need to be written. And everybody's saying this is great journalism. This piece is great journalism. It might be tactically great journalism. She might have done the things that journalists should do. Journalisms should do. Yeesh. She might have done the things that journalists should do. That doesn't make you a good journalist. Going through a checklist and just phoning people and getting things and blah blah, whatever, whatever. All she did was report that rich people did rich things and did rich shitty people things. The NBA didn't want this ownership group, right? The NBA was like, nah, we're good, right? So now they did shitty things, we're supposed, and I understand kind of like, well, we need to report on those shitty things, get them out of here, blah 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 blah. Why are they here in the first place, man? We know what they are. Like you're like this is like the ignorance. It's like you just wrote an article poking the bear that it only got like 1,200 even likes from like it's not like it even got shared and retweeted and it had like 15,000 like it only had like 1,200. And you know what I mean? It's just not worth it. Maybe I'm taking this a little bit personally because I kind of got attacked from everybody on the feed, but it's like they don't understand. And then everybody in the bot, they're like, this is Trump tactics. And I'm like, why does this have to come back to politics in our sport and blah, blah, blah? It's just not needed. Like, that it's not needed. And so this article comes out, and all she did was like, as a like I'm just sitting there and I'm thinking like you just burnt the bridge for the long haul. Like we don't know how long this ownership group's going to be here. They have been fucking up royally a lot, right? So it could be gone right away, right? Like she might never have to deal with them again. But she just wrote an article just smashing them down for things that we already knew. Like why? So she comes so this they say the Coyotes come out with their defense And it's like, yeah, it's a typical rich person defense. And everybody's like, whoa, what? How could they? It's like, what the fuck is like, oi, 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 oi. And I ain't like, it's kind of silly me for thinking people on Twitter would be smart, right? And like the overwhelming majority would be smart. But like usually guys like even Shannon, they have a better understanding of just the not need. Maybe he doesn't. Maybe he's a little more simple than he. You know what I mean? He does get he he does like to defend himself a lot with his oh watch out everybody's gonna get mad, oh watch out I said something and everybody's gonna get mad at me, like he does need to. Anyways, I'm getting off topic, but he needs to drop that shit. Like own yourself, dude. Own it. Fucking own it. Fucking Jesus Christ. Anyways, but yeah, so that just needs to just we as hockey fans, we just need to not support things like just don't do that. Stop it. And yeah, this is my third time doing this. So I don't know. I just feel like it needs to be shared that the article wasn't worth it. And getting mad at the defense and just being bewildered that rich people are acting rich is just silly. Again, be better.